Hello, random viewer, and welcome back to the ninth episode of my Kerbal Space Program Let's Play. Alright, I have plans this episode, so we're not going to sit around trying to guess what we're going to do. No, I've got a plan. Alright, first order of business, I want it to be morning because I'm sure you guys want to see. Okay, now that's done, so we are going to upgrade this facility. Yes. Well, actually, I want to make sure that I can afford to launch my rocket that I built off camera, because I think that you will enjoy not having to watch this. So I tested this rocket and it's good. Okay, that's gonna cost 80,000 to launch. Gonna have to do some math, and this costs, that'll leave us, ooh, whatever, let's do it. Do we have it? No. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a small contract first. Okay. Well, dang. I cannot afford to launch my rocket. That sucks. Okay, let's see. Okay, they want that. Well, I did have plans. I thought I had enough. Where is she? We might have to do another rescue and then go to the moon next episode. Okay, this is another thing we need to do. We're going to click on Deesa's pod, or wreckage, and we are going to, and I guess we'll just delete it, and Wenry's wreckage, delete, or terminate. There's no one on board, so we're not killing anyone. Where's that person? They out here? No. I guess I don't see where they are until I accept the contract. What in the world? Well, I just need about $6,000. I'm just going to do this till I can get like a testing contract, and then we'll be able to do it. That makes me so mad. Okay, no. Plant a flag on Minmus. Okay, I can't accept that. Yes, so as soon as I can just get it like a testing contract that won't cost or take too long. Nope. And I mean a testing contract on the launch pad. We just need a tiny bit of... Oh! By accepting that contract, we got an advance. Which means they give us a little bit of money in advance. Perfect. Okay, now we can go. Alright, so I'd like to ask you guys, what did you think about it last episode? I'm wondering if you enjoyed me cutting out some of the boring bits. That took a long time. If you did enjoy that, please tell me if you want me to keep doing it. It's a lot more work on my end, but like maybe in the future when I can get some better editing software, I can do that on a more regular basis. Anyways, so here's our new rocket. We're going to start with 5 Mavericks, and we're going to use these procedurally generated, procedural solid rocket boosters. And you can change the texture on them, which is cool, but I like this texture. It looks pretty nice. And I set exactly how much thrust I want from them. And we use those in this first stage. And this is the Luna 5, by the way. The Luna 1 was our first rocket that took us on a flyby of the moon, so the Luna 5 naturally will be the next one. And the 5 kind of paying homage to the Saturn 5, which is the first moon rocket. Alright, and then we have 5 more engines, and we're using our new fuel lines to feed fuel from this tank, well actually all the outer tanks, into the middle one, so that when these 4 engines burn out, this one will still have full fuel, even though all 5 are running, and we'll push ourselves into orbit with this. And then we'll push ourselves a little bit of the way to the moon with this stage, and then the rest of the way to the moon, we'll get an orbit to the moon and land with all this. Same setup with the fuel line. And then we have our science, which we will remove, like take out of the things before we go. And I've got these nice cones that the Kerbals can stand on, that way we don't have to be balancing EVA fuel. And then I did not remove the monopropellant because I installed these little jets, these RCS ports, which finally we can use. And that will be for some last minute adjustments. And it carries 2 Kerbals. We will take a scientist and a pilot. And what else was there? This pod flies crooked, but it does not flip over, so we'll be okay. I'll show you what I mean when I say it flies crooked. And I think we will be doing a long episode today, like maybe an hour. Alright, first order business. When I did the test flight and landed on the moon, I had a lot of leftover fuel here. Then again, I was doing it very efficiently, so I'm going to remove a little bit of the fuel like that. And, well, sorry, I had a weird thought. I don't want to risk something. I just thought of something. If I don't have full fuel here, I wonder if the fuel lines will take the fuel from these tanks and fill this one up all the way. That would really be bad, because then we wouldn't have these engines this long. So, forget that plan of removing fuel. I guess we'll have to waste a little bit, but it's not as crazily overdone as most of my other rockets. So, a lot of firsts went to men, so I think Valentina should be the first person on the moon. Jebediah was the first on Minmus. He can sit this one out. And then we need a scientist. We could take Wenry, but I want to get Bob some more XP. So it'll be Bob and Valentina. Okay, that looks good. I will save that. And then I think we're ready to go. So I've flown this rocket to the moon and back. Everything works the way I want it, so this should be quick. Tell me if you enjoy that, too. Alright. I always do that. It's weird. I wish they had like one universal zooming out tool, because in the buildings, you hold down the middle mouse button, like your scroll wheel, to zoom in and out, but when you're not there, you scroll the scroll wheel to go in and out. It's just confusing. Anyways, these KW Rocketry engines take a bit to throttle up, so we'll throttle up to full, start them, then the solids. So there'll be like a tiny bit of wasted fuel, but it's not terrible. So we'll do that, and I think that's everything. Come on, there it goes. Alright, and off we go. I'll turn over on our side just a little bit, and try to stay on the 90-degree line. That was weird. I'll roll the spacecraft just to help me stay centered. And then I'll throttle back the main engines, now that we have enough speed. And we'll stay at about 1/3 thrust. Well, I'll go up a little bit. So you can watch that, like that. I'm going to watch the nav ball to make sure I don't die. Okay, I'm going to throttle back even more now. These procedurally generated... I said it again. Procedural SRBs are pretty nice. You can control so much about them. Their exact thrust. So there's no like thrust limit or guessing and dividing. No, it's just one set exact thrust, and it's so simple. I wish like some people would learn from that. So making things simple is nice. Alright. So the solid rocket boosters will soon burn out, and then we will eject them, and then continue up on our Maverick engines. We're throttling back to conserve fuel on them. Right, I'm gonna now that we're above 10,000 meters or 10 kilometers, I'm going to throttle up those Mavericks and eject the solids, and we'll throttle up quite a bit. I think to full power. That seems appropriate. We want to really get going. There go our solid rocket boosters exploding below us. And yeah. So the graphic glitches are very bad on the moon. Like, you can see the little triangles on the mountains sometimes. It's really bad on the moon. And I'm sorry, but my recording software in Kerbal cannot... Like, I can't have good graphics on Kerbal and record at the same time. So sorry, you're going to have to put up with them until Kerbal's Mac version is a little bit more stable. Or I get better recording software. Okay, I'm going to throttle back. Just the lag is insane. I'm not exactly sure why. I'll look away from the Space Center more. Maybe that'll help. Check the map view. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm not going up as quickly as I'd like. And there go these engines. These ones are crazy. Yeah, the lag wasn't as bad when I did this one. It must be that I'm recording at the same time. That takes a little bit of RAM. And these engines will not be going at full power just because they're so powerful and overpowered for this rocket. These are meant to be first stage. These are the Wildcat engines. I used to use them as my first stage, but now I'm using them as my second stage, just because they're pretty decent engines. So yes, I'll be... Something's not right. It's just not going up how I want it. Okay, I'm gonna throttle back now. I think. I don't know, this is just not going up as quickly as I want. We're too low. We are too low. I don't know, I'll keep going anyways. I'm glad I didn't do that. I want to try something now. Good, I can do fuel transfer. That will save us. I think. Yeah, we'll continue. I think we'll be alright. We have our fuel budget is not lenient, but it has a little bit of wiggle room. We'll be okay. Okay, now I'm gonna throttle back. We're doing alright. I thought we were going way too shallow and turned over on our sides too much. I mean, we did a little bit, but I don't think it's as bad as I thought it was a few seconds ago. When these boosters cut out, they'll be in 0 to gravity. Huh. Ooh. How long is this taking? That's really not good. That's really not good. It's just not going up the way I want. Like those engines... Well, then again, we have a lot more lateral velocity than I did last time. So never mind. Okay. I don't know. It's just not as high as I want it to be. Our Apple apps. It's just low. I don't know. I think we can continue, but it's going to be close. I'm guessing on landing, these engines are going to burn out, and we're going to have to land on this engine at the last second. But I think that's going to be okay. I'd be really happy if we didn't have to do that. And then these engines, when I kill the throttle, they keep burning for just a little bit. They're kind of interesting. They take a while to throttle down. Okay, I don't think it's as bad as I thought. Yeah, because we picked up a lot more sideways velocity just earlier. I think we're going to be okay. But then that's just, I think. I'm not positive. I'm definitely not positive. Okay, we're almost in space. Okay, good, we are in space. Okay, I'm going to review our contracts. Achieve moon orbit. Plant a flag a minute. We can't do that. Science data from surface amendments. Okay, plant a flag on the moon. Science data from space around the moon. And then test that decoupler. We'll do that later. We still have a bit of time on that contract. Alright, so I'm going to turn us. Oh, we've got time. We've got 2 minutes before we make it there. Okay. Alright, then I'm going to time accelerate up to there. Where's the moon? Moon's there. So we'll get into orbit, and then we'll head straight to the moon, I think. Not straight, but pretty soon after being in orbit. We'll increase our engine power. Up, and off we go into orbit. There we go. That's pretty good. Alright, that's being pushed up. Where does the moon rise? There. Okay, and we're in orbit. Okay, so we're going to burn for the moon right about here. We're going to set the moon as a target. What's our inclination? Ooh. We'll be okay. We don't need to fix our inclination that much. I mean, I guess we could. There, I think that's alright. That fixes it enough. Okay, that's terrible. Can we get it closer? I'm gonna click on that periapse. I'm gonna watch it and see how low we can get it. Okay, that's the lowest, pretty much. Lower, any lower. Okay. Oh, I see. There we go. That's what I wanted. Alright. And if we just wiggle this around, we can get it super low. 59, I want it at about 50. You know, I'll settle with 40. That's even closer. So that's going to be our lowest point around the moon. We're going to get very close. Well, and then of course we'll touch it, but that's not for a few more minutes, at least. So then we'll turn around and point at our maneuver, then time accelerate. This spacecraft doesn't turn too quickly, but that's fine. Use that sheet to stop the rotation. I don't like to use it, but I don't want to waste time because your time is valuable. And what in the world? Okay, I accidentally hit something. Must have accidentally hit the hotkey for my spotlight search. Okay, we are about 1 minute out now from our maneuver. I will line up a little bit better. And things are going to happen. Like, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, this engine's going to burn out before we complete the maneuver, and we'll have to continue it on our lander engines, which is fine. They are more efficient anyways, so they'll burn less fuel for each kilonewton of thrust they provide. Well, that does not want to even out. Sorry. Okay. I think 30 seconds will be good. So I will line up with that, the prograde, because that's about what I did. And burn. And off we go. This will take a while. It's a really cool looking engine. Alright, we'll soon be out of fuel on this. And we'll start these engines. And continue. So as you can see, even the center engine is burning. But it's not draining any of its fuel. See that? That's what the fuel lines do. It's really nice. Actually, you probably saw it on that last one. Alright, this is difficult. I just want to keep it pretty close to perfectly lined up. Alright, I'm gonna now slow down a little bit. Okay. Okay, we want this just right. Okay. We got it even closer than I wanted. 20 kilometers. That's pretty close. But yeah, we'll be fine. Alright, so I will quick save now, just for safety, and then we will time accelerate over to the moon. But before we go on the full bulk of our time accelerating, I want to turn so that we are recharging our batteries. Well, they are recharged. Yeah, there we go. I'm surprised that they're not blocked, our solar panels. Yeah, they're called photovoltaic panels. Nah, they're solar panels. Anyways, we will time accelerate to there. It's 5 hours away. Why did it... I don't know. It made the kind of sound when I accidentally hit the desk, but I didn't hit the desk, so I don't know. Yeah, we're slowing down because as you get higher up, you slow down. Alright. How close are we getting to the moon? It's pretty close. That actually, I want some maneuvering room. I'm actually going to make our orbit higher. Because I want to. 35, I want 40. 36. That's good enough. 39. I'll do that right now. It's just a tiny burn. Okay, that should be good. Yep, 41. That's fine. What I want to do is try to get this a little bit closer to... What? Okay, I wanted to add a maneuver. Which way does that go? No, not that way. I want it to go down like that. There we go. That's pretty good. There. Yep, that's definitely what I want. I won't even bother turning for it. So it's 49 minutes away, so we will do warped next maneuver. It'll put us, I think, a minute out. Luckily, it's just a 12-second burn. Okay, sorry. People are making noise. So I will speak up slightly so that you don't have to hear too much. Luckily, my microphone's not that sensitive. Okay, we are 45 seconds away from our burn. 40 seconds. We'll start our engines at about 10. Okay, right there. Throttle up to full power. Oh, we missed our periap slightly. Wait, no we didn't. Alright, we are now in orbit around the moon. And X. Great. I'll see if I can lower that a little bit more. We're now on the dark side of the moon. So, well, not quite. The dark side is the part that's not facing Kerbal. Unless the moon isn't tidally locked, like our moon. Okay, that's pretty good. So we want a spot on the day side, and we want an interesting spot. I'm thinking in that crater. It needs to be flat, too. I mean, it doesn't need to be flat, but it's a good idea. We want it on the day side. I know that crater can be quite hilly. Sorry. Yeah, the hills in that crater are quite intense. So, fortunately, all the flat spots are in nighttime right now. Well, moon nighttime. We could try landing in that canyon, but that would be absolutely ridiculously hard. Maybe in this crater here. I think that's good. So we will time accelerate to there. Right, we need to do science. I forgot. We will do some science now. Actually, I'll time accelerate today, then do science. Okay, good. Alright, now I'll do some science data. Probably just crew report and an EVA report because I want to save the rest of this for the surface. Well, you know, no. I'll do a Mr. Goo sample. Observe Mr. Goo. Space near the moon. Good. 30 science. And we'll do a temperature one. Good. Alright, then I'll close the bay doors. Then we'll do a crew report here. Alright, the surface of yeah. Which one is she in? Oh, Valentina's in that one. Valentina should be in the lander one. So I'll quick save just in case she floats away and I do something terribly wrong. Then an EVA report. Keep that data and board. Then I'll come, I forgot to do this. I need to take the data, then reboard. There, that puts it like into storage or something. So now we don't have to worry about overwriting those experiments, which is good. So I will turn backwards. Alright, and then we will do our burn right about here. And loud music. It's not that loud for you guys. I've watched one of my videos over before, and it's not so bad on your end, but for me, I have to have my volume turned up so that my microphone will capture it. The game sounds anyways. That's how the feedback can happen. And, yeah, so it has to be quite loud for it to be picked up. Alright, we're now going to burn our engines and begin going down to the surface. Okay, camera view switches. So we're going to aim straight for that little crater right there, because it's going to be very flat in there. At least I hope, because there's a lot of hills around here. So we're not going to go quite to it yet, because we will do a maneuver about halfway down, about right here. So we're just going to do a lot of maneuvers to help slow down. I'm going to do a lot of the stuff we did at Minmus. A lot of that with the blue markers. I will turn, and then we will do the maneuver. Alright, 2 minutes away, 1 minute away. Alright, we'll do the burn. Watch our orbit. We'll be getting to a point soon where the map view won't be of much help to us. Then X. Alright. Then right here, same thing, pretty much. I'm going to make a slight course correction so that I can come in that crater better. I'll do a little bit of that. Whoops. I want to go right there. That looks good. Alright, 40 seconds away from that. I'm zoomed in about as far as it will go now. Actually, I don't want to be zoomed in quite that far yet. I'm going to watch my fuel. Fuel looks okay. And we're using those little landing legs, so we have to touch down gentle. I locked their suspension though, so we don't have to worry about it too much. So I'm going to deploy the landing gear now. Alright, there that goes. And then I'll do another maneuver right about here. And then do this again. And then we'll be just about pretty close to being done with those maneuvers because we'll be so low to the ground. We're still about 30 kilometers up. It wiggles around a lot. Makes it quite difficult. Alright, then that'll go down, and then we will be done with that one. And then I think we'll fall to right about here. That's 1 minute away, and we will just kill a ton of velocity. And after that, we will be pretty much done with these maneuvers. Yep, that looks good. And then, yeah, the map view will be useless to us then. Where's the crater? I should be seeing it by now. Can I see it now? Oh, it's this little area. Whoa. Okay, sorry. I was inside the spacecraft. So it's harder to see. From way out here you can see the crater very easily, but from here it's hard. I think we're going to try to land in the very center of it. No, don't need to do that burn yet. Okay, we're 30, 20... Okay. Now we will do that. Slow us down a lot. In fact, there goes the terrain starting to look ugly. You can kind of start to see that soon. That'll dominate the entire terrain, and I'm so sorry that you have to endure that, but yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do is pitch up a little bit more and try to extend my trajectory just a tad bit more. Okay, there, I think we're done with the map view now. Alright, so I'm going to, I guess we could watch from Bill's view. I'm going to get this in cockpit view set up just how I want it. I want it just at this angle. So then I can watch the radar altimeter here, the nav ball here, the surface here, and just good things. Now, right before landing, this will be harder, but there are points in landing where this view will actually be easier. Right towards the end, though, it'll be easier to do it from this view, this third-person view. See what I mean? How it's starting to dominate our screen. It's so ugly, but I'm so sorry I can't do anything about it until Kerbal's Mac version is more stable. You guys can, I guess, watch like that. Okay, we're going to be coming close to straight down from here. Those little sparkling things are rocks. We can't pass through them. Sorry. They don't exist. They just they're just visual. I can walk through them. Maybe I'll be able to show you. Now, one of the advantages for upgrading the science facility, and the reason I wanted to do it before this launch and take that risk, is because we can do surface samples, and that gets us even more science. Surface samples give a ton of science. It's crazy how much science they give. Alright, I'm going back in here. Okay, I've slowed down way too much. Doing pretty good on fuel. Whoops. Wrong button. Just gonna watch the ground. Alright, I'm going to kill a little bit of our speed here. Going quite quickly. You pick up speed if you're not using your engine. And unlike Earth or Kerbal, when you don't have something slowing you down, like an engine, there's no air to slow you down. There's no terminal velocity. You can hit the surface going at ridiculously high speeds. So we're just going to burn a little bit of our fuel. Alright, keep doing that. I'm sorry that I keep hitting the map view. And I'm going to time accelerate downwards. Oh, can't. So we're just going to have to sit here. Or I can hold Alt and do that. Alright, we're getting to the point where I kind of want to watch from here. I'm going to find the sun. It's right above us, so we're going to look straight down and we're going to see our shadow come up and meet us. Watching the nav ball is very important. You want to follow the green marker perfectly. The problem is when you slow down, it tries to get away from you. Now this is harder than Minmus because it has more gravity, the moon. Minmus was easy compared to this. Alright. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, got interrupted. Okay. How close are we? This is our radar altimeter here. It tells us, it uses radio waves to tell us exactly how high up we are above the surface, so we are 500 meters up. This altimeter is above sea level. And I don't know how they determine sea level of the moon when there's, you know, no water. Yeah, you can see there's a rock there. Alright, we're gonna slow down just a bit more. Okay, I'm gonna check this view again. 100 meters up. Okay, at this point we won't really be cutting off our engines, we'll just be leaving them on and just throttling them up and down. Okay. So it's really just having a lot of fingers on a lot of different keys. Just pressing buttons left and right exactly how you need it. If you don't know the buttons and keys by heart, then this can be incredibly difficult. I'm going to increase power. We're pretty close to the surface now. Oh no. Crap. Well, nothing broke. We fell over. There are ways to escape this. The best one I can think of is to quick save and then do this. Ready? Well, wait. No. That. There we go. That'll make taking off quite easy. So we will roll, then I'll enable our RCS and try to pitch up. No. Can we do it? There is one option. I'm going to quick save and just see if I can get off the ground by this, then we'll revert. So, pull back, and then enable the engine. Just gonna see if we can pull up. No. Oh, right. Where is it? Okay. How do we fix that? Huh. I'm not sure how to fix this problem. There's not very much we can do. Well, first of all, let's just do the science. Valentina can get out, jump up, and she can jump down onto the surface of the moon. And fall over, of course. Again. And she can walk a little bit easier here because there's more gravity. Minimus was hard because so little gravity makes it very hard to walk. I have some other ideas of how to get up. Get that spacecraft upright. So I'm going to do a EVA report. And yeah. Okay, so I'll do that. Then I'll take a surface sample. Okay, basaltic rock. Look how much science that gives. A ton. Then I'll plant a flag. Okay, and this will be first moon landing. And of course, it's cut off again. I'm not very good at typing. There. Okay. Then I will switch back to the spacecraft. Okay, not to the flag. And then Bob, he will do a crew report for us. That's nice, Bob. Okay, then he will open these up. Oh, that made us bounce. That gives me ideas. Okay, we don't want to... Okay, we want to observe the mystery goo. Keep that. Oh no. Okay, we need to get to our other thermometer. Which I don't know. Okay. Hang on. I can't pause it. I'm trying. Yeah, sorry, I gotta pause the recording. Where is it? I'll just end it here. Bye.